Hare Krishna. Sorry.
So your voice is echoing.
Yeah. Now is it better?
So yes, but your
Yes,
voice is
sir.
very low.
Okay, my voice is very low. Let me use my earphones. Okay, so how are all of you?
Fine, sir.
Fine, sir.
Fine. Okay. Excited for today's session? Okay, I
Yes,
can
Yes,
see
sir.
yes,
all
sir.
of you are all of you are
Yes,
ready
sir.
with your performance. Okay. So all of
Sir,
others would like to
I
join
will
their
sing a
videos.
song.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, I have learned all the shlokas you have told us to do from the beginning to the last shloka.
Okay. Yes, so we will have opportunity for all of you to uh, uh, you know present your whatever you want to do, either shloka or bhajan or any other thing, art and craft, right? So I think Asta will not be joining today because she has some personal reasons. She messaged me. Apart from her, Kartikeya has joined, Bhumi, Vaishnavi, Dhruvi, Manasvi, Uddhav. Siddhima was also here, I guess, right? She dropped off. Okay, no problem. Others can, if possible, switch on their videos, right? Okay. So, okay. So, we have today a very, very special guest who will be joining us shortly, right? So most of you know him, right? And he is, he has been a part of Srijan since long time, and he's also contributing to the Srijan in the back end. Right now, he may not be taking actively all the classes, but he's definitely involved in most of the activities of Srijan. So the guest lecture will be there just after I present about Srijan and a small report of Srijan. So and then we'll have all of your performances and definitely the much awaited quiz also
Sir,
will be there. Yes,
sir,
Kartikeya.
I have not prepared a performance. I didn't know about it.
Okay, you didn't know about it. You were not there in the last class, I
Sir,
guess.
I also don't know.
Okay, okay. So participants who were not there in the last class, so you remember any of the shlokas? If you know any of the shlokas, you can recite it.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, this week was a busy week, so I couldn't do much.
Okay, that's okay. You have whatever you have, you can present. If you made some art, some drawing, you can show it also.
Sir,
Siddhima, I guess you had made some drawings.
sir, I have made plenty of drawings. I can
Okay,
show
so
you now.
you
Sir,
can
I
show
had made
them,
a
right?
scenery.
So I should please see that it's related to you know uh, Krishna consciousness, then it will be more better.
No, sir.
Okay, we will see it later on, right? Right now, let's start with our session. I can see Vimal sir has also joined. Okay, so let me go to the presentation. I'll take 5-7
Excuse me,
minutes
sir.
of your time. Yes, Bhumi.
Sir, I know the guest. His photo was there. No, I know. I have met him in the Kolkata's ISKCON temple.
Yes, definitely. So
Sir,
most of you know him. Yes, yes, but
is it
is that
it
Karthikeyan?
from the Salt Lake? Is this a class from the Salt Lake temple of ISKCON or the nearby in Newtown, near Newtown?
In Newtown. This is a temple in Newtown,
Hmm. I'm
right?
right. I'm in I'm I'm there in Newtown.
Okay, good. So you may be knowing him. So okay, we will when we will go to the guest lecture, you will know. But for now, let me quickly move ahead. Right. So we are going to start with the prayers. So similarly, all of you will you please repeat. We'll do the prayers. Om Jnanatimirandhasya
Om Jnantimirandhasya
Jnananjana
Jnananjanashalakaya
Chakshurunmilitam Yena
Chakshurunantendeya
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Griyadveda Gadadhara
Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna. Okay, so now we will move on to recite one shloka. We'll start with this shloka. Yeah, so all of you please recite after me. Sarvadhar. Yes, someone is saying.
Sir, can I recite one shloka from my Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah, definitely. We'll giving everyone chance. Okay, so
Yeah.
you can.
I mean, can I read it?
Excuse me, sir.
I don't remember.
You want? Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
If you want, you can read as well. Yes, Uddhav.
Sir, I have made a PowerPoint PPT on types of yoga.
Okay. Do you want to present?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can. Okay, we'll come to all of that, but first let me quickly move on. Right, we don't want to get late for your quiz, right? So we'll recite this shloka. We'll see the meaning, and then we'll go. So first, why do we we want to understand the meaning of what is the role of a guru, right? So this shloka of Bhagavad Gita, it tells very nicely what is the role of a teacher in our life. It says, all of you please recite, Sarva Dharman Paritya. Oh no, this is the epitome shloka of Bhagavad Gita, right? So it basically tells that what is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. So this whole course was based on Bhagavad Gita, right? So we will, this is the crux, or you can understand it as the, the final lesson which Krishna gives in Bhagavad Gita. So what he says here, Sarva Dharman Parityaja,
Dharman Parityaja
Mamekam Sharanam Vraja,
Mami Saranam Vraja
Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo
Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo
Mokchishyami Masuchaha.
Moksheshwami Masuchaha.
Yes, so what it says, what Krishna is saying here, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So what Krishna says here is, whatever I had taught you, now what I want you to do is to give up all other religion, and just you focus your conscience on me and you surrender to what I have to say to you, right? And in this way, if you, even if there is some sinful reaction, do not fear, I will take it away, right? So this is the promise of Krishna. We learned about Bhagavad Gita in the whole course, and we learned about different things like yoga and soul and all those things, karma and all. So finally, what is the goal of yoga of Bhagavad Gita is, I have already told you, is developing our devotional service for Krishna, and Krishna here is exactly saying the same thing, right? So if we know this shloka, if we know the meaning of this shloka, then, and if we apply this shloka, then that would mean that we have successfully implemented the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Correct? So a very quick report of Srijan, right? I'll move quickly. Um, so, this is our small team, right? Consisting of His Grace Prem Swarup Prabhu. He is, currently serving as the Vice President of ISKCON Newtown Temple. He is the, inspiration behind this initiative of Srijan that all of you are, benefiting from, all of us are being a part of. So he is guiding us in all the different activities that we do, and we report to him all the uh, you know things that we do. And then we have Vishwanath sir and Soumya sir. They are the senior members. So, they are, initially they were very instrumental in starting this initiative and making the course material, preparing it, connecting with all the students. Yeah.
My football sir's name is also Soumya sir.
Oh, nice. So, so this was about, and then we definitely have Vimal sir, who many of you might be, all of you I think might be knowing, right? He is like the backbone of Srijan. He continuously for last 2 years he has been serving in Srijan, and doing various initiatives and taking it forward. And of course, myself, right? So this is a small team of Srijan, and if I tell you about the number of students that we have reached, right? So we started with in 2020 with 0 students, and in 21 we covered we reached up to more than 250 students, right, across the globe, and they have been enrolled for our different courses. And last year was very monumental when more than 500 students registered or became part of our courses, and it spanned for more than 10 countries. So it's not just India, which our students are from. Our students are from other countries as well, like the Middle East, South Korea, United King, UK, and other parts of the world as well, right? So we are uh, you know so this initiative is really important because online platform has given us a way that we can reach to a widespread audience, and the parents see value in our courses and they enroll their students for student courses, and they provide us positive feedbacks on them, right? So this was about a brief report of what are the advances in Srijan. Uh, uh, I'll just play a small video of Srijan. This is a video that time we play, but this time also I'm going to play it. Okay, is it? Okay, so it seems like the time is saying that don't play the video. Okay, so basically I told you about the initiative, and this initiative of Srijan is, uh, many of you know, is from ISKCON Newtown, Calcutta, right? We are based out of Calcutta, and not all the members are in Calcutta right now. We are in multiple places, but the root of this region lies in Newtown, Calcutta, right? And the vision is to uh, you know help all of you, know your culture, get the wisdom of the scriptures, know the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, and so that you can also become empowered by the knowledge. You can make your life more balanced, full of values, and later on become value leaders in your future and lead them, because you are the all of you are going to be the leaders of tomorrow, right? So we our purpose, our efforts are meant to make all of you, equip all of you with good values and positive character, so that we have all of us, all of you contribute to making this world a better place to live, right? Okay, so now we will move on to our guest speak, right, Sadhu Sangha. So I guess Vimal sir is already here waiting. So sorry for the delay. So I just like to briefly introduce Vimal sir. Vimal sir is as I already told, he's a very integral part of Srijan, actively serving in many of the efforts that Srijan does, and right now he has also taken up other services. So he is not sometimes very actively involved, but definitely he's at the back of region, looking after all the aspects, and it goes on continuously. His heart is here, right? And so and definitely he's a very innovative educator. He has made all the courses in a nice manner. He has set up all the different activities of Station, so that all of you are able to take advantage of it, right? So okay, Bhumi, you are want to say something? Yes, Bhumi, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. I wanted to say that your voice is very low.
Oh, is it? Okay. Anyways, my speech is now over. We are going now to listen from Vimal sir. So Vimal sir will very enthusiastically speak, right? So we'd like to welcome Vimal sir, so that please, come, enlighten us with your wisdom, right? So
Hare
over to you,
Krishna.
Vimal sir.
Thank you, Ansu sir, for giving me this opportunity to interact with children and share something about Bhagavad Gita. So I know many of them, right? I can see here Dhruvi, Bhumi, Uddhav, Manasvi, and I think we already have classes with them. So how are all of you? And I can see some new faces also, Vaishnavi, Siddhima, Kartikeya. If possible, you can switch on your videos, at least in the beginning. So how are all of you doing?
We are fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Your summer
Fine, sir.
vacations are going on?
Fine, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you're enjoying summer vacations?
Sir, tomorrow school starts.
Oh, your school starts tomorrow. How are you though?
Fine, sir.
Happy to see you after a long time. Okay. So thank you all of you for joining today. So Manasvi also, I saw you after a long time. Hare Krishna. Yes, Bhumi also. Bhumi, are you in Kolkata or
Sir, I'm in Delhi.
you are in Delhi? And so maybe three of them I don't know. I'm meeting them for first time. Can you briefly tell Siddhima, Vaishnavi, and Kartike a little bit about yourself?
Sir, I was born in Delhi, but I'm right now here in Kolkata near this region, Escon Hotel. I mean Escon Mandir right now.
Okay. So you can tell three things. You can tell your name, you can tell what is your age, and you can tell what is the place you belong to. Okay. So Kartike, where are you from? Where do you live?
Sir, right now the house where I was born in, it is on rent. We put
Okay.
it on rent. So I'm living in Kolkata on rent.
Oh, you're living in Kolkata. Great. Where in Kolkata?
Basically near the ISKCON Mandir. Uniworld.
Uniworld. Oh, so
Basically,
you have been to ISKCON?
yes, 2-3 times.
Oh, wonderful. Great. Okay, thank you. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Yes, Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna. Yes,
My
what is
my
your
name
yeah.
is my name is Vaishnavi. I'm 11 years old, and I belong to Bihar.
Okay, where in Bihar?
Um,
Where in Bihar?
the, Patna.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Siddhima, please introduce yourself.
My name is Siddhima and I was born in USA, United States of America, of
Okay.
Sugarland.
Okay.
And I was then I shifted to Pune when I was 5 years old.
Okay. So you are now in Pune?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna
Okay.
Prabhuji.
And what is your
I'm
age?
I'm Siddhima Singh's mom. Actually, Prabhuji, she was born in United States of America, Texas. The place is Sugarland, near to Swami Narayan Mandir, Akshardham's
Okay.
branches.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, yes. Okay. And how old she is now?
Now I'm 9 years
9
old.
years old, and
9
her
years.
date of birth is 14 September 2013.
Okay, wonderful. So
Yeah,
you
Hindi
have
Divas
been
is there.
Acha.
Yeah, in India, the National Hindi Divas is there, no, sir? Yeah.
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
And to-
Prabhuji. My class is going on.
okay, okay. No problem. So thank you all of you for joining for today's class. So now let us begin with the class. Okay. So we'll begin with the prayers and then we'll discuss something, whatever time permits. Let us begin with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So very happy to see all of you, and all of you have joined for this a week-long course on Bhagavad Gita, as I understand, right? And you have been learning various things from Bhagavad Gita from Ansu sir. So I just want to ask one thing that you learned in this 7 days. So one point everyone can take. What is the one point that you learned in this course? Okay, and accordingly I'll speak something related. Yes, Manas.
So actually, I was very interested in body and soul. So I learned about the different layers of the body, like the gross body, the subtle body, the soul, and the super soul. So I also understand that that we are all from God, and we are all the people of God, and we have to believe in Him.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, someone, Bhumi.
Sir, we learned about the difference between Bhagwan and Bhakta. Then we learned about the subtle body, the gross body, and the super soul and the soul. And then we learned about mostly about the God and the Bhagavad Gita, the different types of shlokas and different types of shlokas and differences the difference between Bhagwan and Bhakt, and then similarities between the similarities and
Okay. Yes, thank you. Uh, Bhumi is done, Manasvi is done. Vaishnavi, yes, please tell. Then Uddhav can tell after that, and Dhruvi.
Sir, I learned about soul, and I loved it.
Okay, you learnt about soul. Yes, Uddhav.
Sir, I got to know about the parts of our body, so the gross body, settled body, soul, and the super soul. And I also got to know the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad.
Okay, great, wonderful. Yes, who is remaining? Siddhima, what did you learn?
I learned about that we cannot see soul, but soul is invisible and he can control our body. And I also know about Bhagwan and Bhakt, about Arjun and Krishna.
Okay, yes, the Lord and the devotee. Yes, Dhruvi.
Yes, sir. I learned about the soul, how soul changes the material body, and we learned a few shlokas about this, and we learned different types of yogas and how karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, and bhakti yoga, and how bhakti yoga is the greatest, and how Bhagwan and Bhakt are different, similar, and qualities in them.
Okay, wonderful. So, who is remaining? I think Kartike, would you like to say something?
Sir, when
Yes.
I understood the difference between body and soul, I was shocked that there are three bodies. And the final four bodies, and the third one is our soul.
Yes, that
First
is our
body,
real body.
I didn't know this fact before, so I was very surprised. And I also
Yes.
know that our soul is the driver of the body. Basically, we are driving a car. That's the similar way we use the soul.
Okay. Yes, correct. Actually, you see, as soon as the soul leaves the body becomes useless, isn't it? As soon as the soul leaves the body is dead. Is no use. Like that.
And sir,
Thank you all very much. I can understand
body. The difference between Lord Vishnu and Lord Krishna. They're basically one but in different mode.
Lord Vishnu and
Lord Krishna.
okay, difference between Lord Vishnu. Okay. Yes. So I can understand that all of you attended the classes very nicely. You remember all the points. So now let us begin this class. So I'll not speak something which is new to you. I'll just summarize all the teaching because the time is short. I think I have more 20 minutes with me. So I'll briefly tell what all things are described in Bhagavad Gita. Can all of you hear me properly, or my voice is breaking?
It's clear, sir.
Sir, it's clear.
Yes.
I can hear you properly.
It's clear. Okay, because I can see that some of your videos are not coming. So Bhagavad Gita talks about 5 topics. Okay, so I'll just tell about all these topics and then let me see if you can remember, if you can relate all of them. So suppose you purchase a laptop, right? When you purchase a laptop or a washing machine, anything, it comes with some manual, isn't it? It comes with a manual how to use that washing machine or the television, like that. Similarly, when God created us, He also created a manual how to live this life, right? What is the goal of life? And that manual is Bhagavad Gita, right? So the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is so that we can understand that what is the purpose of this life, right? What is the goal of this life, like that. So I'll tell you a story which happened just recently with someone I know. So I'll just relate the story so that you can understand how Bhagavad Gita can be very, very important in our lives. Right? So actually a family visited our temple, and this family is very well-to-do family. They have two sons, and you know uh, they are very, these two brothers, they are very, very close, very friendly with each other, and they are very well to do. Actually, both of them graduated from IIT Kharagpur, right? And then one of them went to USA, right, for a job. And recently he, shifted to Bangalore, right? And they got married also just recently, both of them. So these both brothers, they are like, Judua Bhai. They are twin brothers. They are so close in their everything they do, right? They studied together. They went to USA together. Then they got married together. And recently, the previous week, you know, their parents, they called up and they said they were just, crying, and so they were asked, the devotee asked him that why you are so desperate, or why you are so much in fear, anger, anxiety, right? And they're unable to speak anything. They're so much in anxiety. So then they pacified, and then they began to speak that recently while he was driving the car, actually he could sense that he's unable to apply the brake, right? He was unable to apply the brake. So he could understand that there is some kind of uh, dysfunctioning of the body, some nerve or something is not working properly, because of which he's unable to, even though he wants to push the brake, but the muscles are not working. So then the doctor said that you should have the whole body scan, CT scan, whatever, MRI scan. And then they found out that this person had a brain tumor, right? Brain tumor. And this brain tumor is now in fourth stage, right? Fourth stage. So this is something which cannot be undone, right? And they understood that now this person will die in few months, right? This is a real story I'm telling. So now when they heard that he's going to die in few months, now everyone was, they were completely hopeless. They don't know what to do. Can you just imagine such a young man, 32, 35 years old, and he's so well to do. He has a job in USA. He's a graduate from IIT. But something like this happens, and then there's no happiness in life. There is no there is fear, there is frustration, not only for him but for everyone who is involved in their lives, isn't it? Now a question arises that, okay, now let me ask a question. Can this happen to any one of us also? Can this happen to any one of us also? What do you think?
Yes,
How many-
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
certainly,
Yes, sir, it
isn't it?
can happen.
Anything can happen, right? So this can happen with me, you, any one of you, right? So now let me ask you another question. Suppose there is an exam, right? Life is a sorry, death is an exam and life is a preparation, right? And death can come anytime, the exams can come anytime, right? Now suppose there are two students, okay? Two students are there. One student, he is very good in studies. He has all the notes, he studies every day, and anytime exam come, he's ready. Okay. Now how he will feel if, if the exam is tomorrow?
Sir, he will feel confident and he will say that I have learned everything, so why should I be scared?
Yes, correct. Suppose a person is very prepared well for exam, and he comes to know now today is surprise test in the class. The teacher announces surprise test. Will he be fearful?
No, sir, he will be
No.
more confident.
Yes, he'll be confident. He'll be happy. Maybe sometimes people who are very prepared, they are waiting when the exam will come and I'll write the exam, isn't it? So, but suppose a person who has not learned right properly in the class, he has not learned properly in the class, and suppose he is missed the classes, he don't know the concepts, right? He don't have the notes. Now, suppose such a person comes to know today is the surprise test in the class, how he will feel?
He'll feel very fearful of what I'm gonna do in my exam.
Yes, what I'm going to do. He'll try to make connections, some shortcuts, isn't it? Please, please you help me in the exam. Please you sit near me, isn't it? Something happen like that. You
Just
sit near
want to
me and
just
help
cheat
me.
so that he gets the right answer
Yeah.
and then he get a full mark.
Yes, and still he will be fearful. Oh, something may happen here and there, and I will fail, isn't it? Now, if life is preparation and death is examination, who can be happy to give this examination of death? One
The
who has
one,
prepared. Yeah.
so the one who is who is learned.
Yes, one who has learned what is the exam of death, right? How many of you know what is the exam of death? Hmm.
So the very difficult exam.
Yes, it is certainly a very difficult exam. But what is the exam of this death? What will happen to us at the time of death?
So can I tell?
Yes, Manasi.
Sir, we get like three options, which is either with our sins and with our karma, good karma and bad karma, we get to either go to heaven or either hell. But if we are very good, we have more good karma and we believe in Lord Krishna a lot, then we are gonna go to the spiritual world.
Okay, something very close. Yes, there is, according to our karma, good karma takes us to heaven, bad karma takes us to punishment in hell. And if we have spiritually advanced, if our activities are spiritual, then we go to a spiritual world, the kingdom of God. Yes. So I'll talk something about this examination of life, right? And that is why we need the science of Bhagavad Gita. If you have learned the science of Bhagavad Gita, if you come to know you are going to die in 7 days, like Parikshit Maharaj, he was destined that he will die in 7 days. But was he fearful? No, he happily embraced death, and he conquered over death and reached the spiritual world. So this is the examination that we have to prepare through Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So I have 10 more minutes. I'll just tell you about this thing. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll share my screen and then we can start. So meanwhile, you can think that how what a person can do so that he will be prepared and he can happily meet death. Okay. What will be the thinking process of such a person? Okay, so I'll just share my screen now. So first I'll tell you about the two worlds. Okay. Yes, material world versus spiritual world. So that I'll tell you. And after that, we'll discuss what is the examination of there. So Bhagavad Gita talks about 5 subject matters, as I told you. First is Jiva, who we are. Who we are, I'll ask this question. If you answer this, I'll move on to the next one. Okay. So let me ask you questions and you can answer. So first question that Bhagavad Gita answers is who we are. Who we are, who can say? Who we are. Yes, please answer. Anyone
Sir,
who knows?
can you say?
Yes.
You have to pronounce the word Huvia.
Yes, who we are. What is our identity?
Sir, we are the soul
We are
and
the soul.
humble servants of the Lord.
Yes, we are the soul, and we worship to the God, and with great respect and love.
Yes. So our identity of all of us is that we are Jiva. And Jiva is a part of God. God is spiritual and we are also spiritual. We are not this body simply, isn't it? You learned that we are not body, we are soul, isn't it? So we are soul. And the soul is part of God. Okay. Now what is this Jiva doing in this world? What is this world called? This world is called material world, Prakriti. Right? So what is Jiva doing in this material world? He is doing karma, the third topic. What is karma? There's good karma. Good karma means when you do good for others, welfare for others, that is good karma. And when you do bad karma, you hurt others, injure others, basically by any way.
Sir, there is also karma.
Yeah, that is bad karma. And third kind of
Sir,
karma is
karma.
spiritual activity. Akarma. Yeah, that was saying akarma.
Sir,
So this, yeah.
sir, there is also karma. Sir, it is the service of the Lord.
Yes, correct. Spiritual activity, service to the Lord. So the jiva is present in material world. I'll talk about what is material world in this world that we see, and he is doing karma, and it is doing under purview of kala. What is kala? Everything is happening under time, isn't it? We were small, then we grew up by the effect of time, and by the effect of time we'll grow old also, isn't it? So everything is happening by effect of time. And above all these 4 factors, Jiva, Prakriti, Karma, and Kala, is the Iswar, the Supreme Lord Krishna. Okay? Who is beyond this material world and who lives in the spiritual world, Vaikuntha or Golok Vrindavan. Right? And to go back to him is our goal of life. Okay? So I'll talk about this spiritual world today in whatever time we have, and then we will discuss what should be done. Okay, so you see, I'll just show you the whole universe first of all. So there are 2 kind of existence. One is called material world and one is called spiritual world. So material world means something which is made up of matter, right? You see here everything is made up of matter, right? Things are dead, just like I see this watch. The watch is not living, it is dead, right? Matter means dead, spirit means living, conscious. So the matter is dead and the spirit is living, right? The water bottle, it is dead, right? Everything you see around is dead matter. But we are spirit, isn't it? We are conscious, we are living, Chetan, right? And this conscious being is not a part of this material world, it is a part of spiritual world where everything is conscious, right? And God is the supremely conscious person. Chetanas Chetananam, right? So this material world is like a jail, right? And spiritual world is our real home. So even a long duration on in this material world is insignificant in comparison to the spiritual world, right? So you can see here Lord Krishna, he lives in the spiritual world, and you can see he's always surrounded by his friends, his devotees, cows, calf, deer, peacock, and they're always enjoying in an eternal relationship, right? So there are so many difficulties in this world. Like you see, this world, we cannot live forever. Can we live forever in this world, in this material world?
No, sir, we are not immortal.
We are not immortal.
No, sir.
Whatever, yeah. So will we have to die someday?
Yes, sir, we have to die one day.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we have to die one day. But you have learned that soul is eternal, isn't it? You have learned that.
Yes, sir. So soul
So
cannot be killed by any weapon, and but it can
yeah,
only be transformed from one body to another.
yes. So if the soul is eternal, don't you think that the eternal soul should have an eternal world where it should live? Hmm? Don't you think that the
Yes,
eternal
sir.
soul should have an eternal relationship, father, mother, brother, So in spiritual world, which is
Yes,
our real home, we are eternally, living with God, our real master. And there is no disease, there's no death, there's no old age, right? And there we don't have to, work and work hard, and uh, actually we have to work for, that is called service to God, and that is not a laborious task, it is fun, right? Like you can see here, Balram ji is, playing with Krishna, so that is fun, like that. So spiritual world is eternal. अव्यक्तो अक्षर इति उक्तस् तम आहु परमां गतिम यम प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद धाम परमम मम. Lord Krishna is saying tad dhama, right? That place, paramam, that is supreme place, and mama means it is mine, right? Like in a city, there's one place you call it mine, isn't it? Oh, this is my home in Delhi, isn't it? This is my place in Pune, right? This is my home. Similarly, Lord Krishna is saying that world is mine, right? That is mine. That means it is my home, right? So spiritual world is Krishna's home and our home also, because we are part of Krishna. And once we go there, we don't have to come back to this material world, right? So the real examination of life is how we can transfer ourselves and go back to our real home, spiritual world, where we can live eternally with God in a loving relationship. That is the test, right? And to pass that test, we need to understand about who is God, right? We have forgotten our real home. So what is the examination that we have to give or prepare for in this life? We have to prepare our life in such a way that we can remember God, we can learn about the science of God. Then we'll not be fearful of death. We'll know, oh, after death, what I have to go, where I have to go is spiritual world, right? You know where you have to go. Like suppose I'll tell you an example. Suppose you are living in a house, right? And the landlord says, now you have to leave this house, right? Now how you'll feel? Yes?
sir, we'll
Or
feel surprised that the landlord gave us the house and now he's asking us to leave the house.
yes, correct. What else would you feel? Suppose he immediately comes in the night and says, now you vacate my house. How do you feel?
We'll feel sad and then we'll
We'll
feel
feel
like
sad, we'll feel fearful, we don't know where to go, isn't it? Okay. Now suppose he says that you leave my house and you know that there's a friend where you can go to. How you'll feel now?
sir, we'll feel happy sir, that we have one friend so that he can give us some shelter.
Yes. And suppose you know that friend has already sent you a car, right, to pick you up. How will you feel?
Really
You'll feel,
happy
oh
and
great,
really
I don't
relieved.
have to do anything. I'll just shift my luggage and just go. Isn't it? So Krishna gives us Bhagavad Gita so that we can understand, oh, there is a friend where I can go to, right? My eternal home, my real home. So this is the test of life. We have to prepare our life in such a way that we can understand that after what is after life, right? What we have to, where we have to go after life, and therefore we prepare our life remembering God, thinking about God, learning the science of God, like Bhagavad Gita in more detail. Right? You may have many questions after I spoke this. Right? There are so many things that you may not have understood. But when you read Bhagavad Gita every day, you'll come to know everything in detail, in truth, right? So this is the preparation, right? We have to chant the holy names of God. We have to develop our relationship with our eternal friend Krishna. And then when we have learned this, then we'll not be fearful. We know, oh, when the death comes, we know where we have to go, right? We have to go back to spiritual, right? So this is the examination of death, okay? Like that. I'll just share one more point before I end so that I can conclude it. I'll just tell you how to prepare for this exam, right? So Lord Krishna tells a sloka which can help you understand how we can reach that goal of a spiritual world, right? Because we are a spirit soul. If we are a spirit, our activities should be spiritual, isn't it? Yes. So actually, Arjuna asked a question that how I can remember you at the time of death? Because if I remember you, I can come to you. If I don't remember you, then I don't know where to go. So Lord Krishna says this very famous sloka. Antakale cha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samsayah. Antakale, at the time of death, the end of life. Mam eva, only me, smaran, remember me. Muktva kalevaram, while you are leaving your body, right? So what we have to do while we are leaving our body at the time of death? We have to smaran Krishna. We have to remember Krishna. And then what will be the result if you remember Krishna? Yah prayati samadbhavam. Such a person will come to my abode, right? My house, my home. Yati nasti atra samsaya. There's no doubt about it, right? So what we have to do, we have to remember Krishna. And how we can remember Krishna? We can remember Krishna if we have remembered Krishna throughout our life as a practice, right? If you have practiced doing some mathematical questions while there's no exam, then there is chance that you can also do it while it comes in exam. If you have to do it all of a sudden in exam, it may be very difficult, isn't it? So therefore, when we have time, when we are living in this life, what we should do? Lord Krishna says, Tasmat sarvesu kalesu, Tasmat sarvesu kalesu, at all times, right? All time, prepare for this exam. Mam anusmara yuddhacha, you remember me. That is the preparation. But now you may say, sir, if I remember Krishna all the time and engage in spiritual activity, what will happen to my studies? What will happen to my exam? What will happen to my, career, job, my family responsibility? So Krishna is not saying that you give them up, right? Mam anusmara yuddhacha, like Arjuna. Arjuna was a fighter. Did Krishna recommend him that you stop fighting and simply remember me? No, Krishna is saying you do both of these things together. You remember me also and you fight as a Kshatriya also, right? That means we have to do our duties, material duties, and at the same time we have to remember Krishna also. How this is possible? This is possible if we do the next two lines. Mai arpita mano buddhi, right? Our mind should be dedicated to God, right? Mam evaisasi asamsaya. If you do so, then for sure we will go back to Krishna. So this is the point we have to learn, right, in our life, that whatever you are doing, right, as a student, as a as a son, whatever different roles we take in society. Now you may become a doctor, an engineer, but what we have to do is we have to remember this point in life, that my real goal is to go back to God, and therefore I should do all my duties remembering God. Remembering God means doing it with honesty, doing it with care, right? Doing it with responsibility, right? And in this way, we can remember God even at the time of death, and then we can go back to Him. This is a abhyas, right? Abhyas means practice. It needs practice. This has to be done every day, and therefore we should chant every day, right? Every day we can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is a chanting process. This is a practice, right? Remembering God. God is there in the spiritual world and He is also present in our heart. When we chant Hare Krishna, then we connect to Him, right? Call Him, and that is the process we connect with Him. And if you do so, and there are other process like you can read Bhagavad Gita, you can have a picture of Lord Krishna, and you can offer Him flowers. There are many other processes. Ansu sir can train you more better in this. But the process is you can hear about Krishna, you can read about Krishna, and you can chant Hare Krishna. Okay. So thank you very much. If you have got any question, you can ask, or I'll hand over to Ansu sir. Yes. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So anyone has any questions? Anyone wants to ask? No questions?
Okay.
Okay, so seems like everyone understood what Vimal sir told. Okay. So yeah, we'll move on to the next part of the session. We'd like to thank Vimal sir for so nicely enlightening all of us by his wonderful wisdom. And it's always a great pleasure to hear. And we definitely want him that he always stays with Srijan and keeps on enlightening us like this. We'd like to thank him. We'll thank him by 3 times chanting Hari Bol. Okay, all of you know. So all of you, 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, we will say Hari Bol and thank. 1, 2, 3. Start. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari
So
Bol.
thank you, Vimal sir.
Thank you very much, all of you. I was also very happy to see all of you again after a long time. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So now we will proceed to our next part of the session. So we already are late. So we have the 2 things remaining. One is performances and the quiz. So first we will complete the performances for all of you. So so we have how many participants? 7 participants, right? If I'm not wrong, yes. So I will go in sequence. So whoever is ready, they can send me their names in the chat. One by one, I'll call all of you. And we have 4 minutes to present whatever you have, like art or shloka or bhajan or dance, right? And whatever expressions you want to do. All right. All of you are ready? Yes, no. Give me a thumbs up if all of you are ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so energy doesn't seem like, it seems like you really need a breakfast. Is it?
Sir.
Okay. So yes. So I know that it's a little long, but definitely we will see the performances, and by seeing all of your wonderful performances, we'll definitely get enlivened. So I can see first name has come in the chat, Bhumi Kapani. So Bhumi is going to present her presentation, right? So I'll just spotlight you, and others can also be ready, right? So yes, Bhumi, I have spotlighted you. You can start now. So tell us what you're going to do first,
So
and
I'm going to recite 2 shlokas.
okay, all right. Go ahead.
Matra sparshastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukha daha akam painu nityas tam stitiksasva bharata neha brikrama naso vasti pratyavayuna vidyate salva alpam ape asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Hare Krishna.
Okay. So Bhumi, you remember the meaning of,
So can I
like,
tell
would you
one
like to
more
tell the
shloka?
meaning?
So can I tell one more shloka?
Okay. Yes.
ईश्वर
yes.
परमा कृष्ण सच्चिद आनंद विग्रह अनादि राधे गोविंद सर्व कर्म करणानम.
Very good. So, do you, we also, would you like to tell the meaning of these shlokas?
Yes, sir. So the first one, shloka, the Ishvara Parama Krishna, tells us that the God is the supreme God, supreme Godhead of all the universe. And then, so second one, the second one, Matra Sparshas to Kanteya, tells us that we should tolerate heat, cold, joy, and sadness. And so the Neha Vikrama one tells us that we should be. So I learned about two only.
That's okay for me, no problem. So, you have anything else to present?
Yes, sir. I made a drawing of Hanumanji and Ramji.
Mhm. Yes, please. Uh, okay, so we can see Lord Ram and Hanuman. They are, the drawing of Bhagwan and Bhakta. So we can see there, the two examples of Bhagwan and Bhakta, and how the reciprocation between them is happening. So nice drawing by Bhumi, right? Thank you.
And so I
So
also prepared a chart on the 4 types of yoga asanas.
yes. So whatever you have, you can show one by one. So here, the 4 types of yoga: Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and Karma Yoga. Great, wonderful. And there are everyone has some points. Good. So anything else, Bhumi?
No, sir. I only did this much.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. So I'd like to thank Bhumi by clapping for her, right? A round of applause for Bhumi for her wonderful efforts, right? So all of you, we should definitely encourage our peers, our friends, right? So that they get encouraged for putting so much effort, right? It requires really some effort to learn the shlokas and make drawings. We really appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next we'll move on to, I can see Vaishnavi has raised her hand. Yes, Vaishnavi, you can go ahead. I'll just spotlight you for everyone. You can go ahead now.
So I'm singing.
Okay,
Can I start?
yes, you can start.
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभं कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं तुम मेरे सबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं तुम मेरे सबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं अच्युतम के शवम कृष्ण दामोदर राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं तुम माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं तुम गोपियों की तरह नचाते नहीं गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम.
Wonderful. So you have anything else, Vaishnavi?
Yes, sir, I have a chart.
Yes, you can show it. Nice. So Vaishnavi has drawn a chart on types of yoga. The Jnana Yoga, yeah, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. Good. Thank you. Done? Or we have something else? Oh, wonderful. You drew it yourself? Okay. So this is the same song that Vaishnavi was singing, Achyutam Keshvam. कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं. So this is Ma Yashoda and Krishna. Wonderful. Very cute painting. Yes, thank you. Yes, Vaishnav, you can send the drawing on WhatsApp as well. Okay, there are more drawings coming in. Any other drawings, Vaishnavi? Yes. Put it little behind. Little behind. Yeah, now it's visible. Okay, Krishna. Bansidhar Krishna. Wonderful. Okay, so
That's all, sir.
yes, thank you. Lot of efforts.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So definitely Krishna would be very pleased with all of you who are drawing or making, remembering him by singing or by shloka recitation or by making some drawings and presentations. So we'd like to thank Vaishnavi by clapping, giving her a round of applause, right? And encouraging her for her efforts. Thank you. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Next, I think who is in queue? Vaishnavi is done. Dhruvi. Yes, Dhruvi.
Hare
So
Krishna.
with I just spotlight you. Yes. Now you can go ahead.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
Hare Krishna. Today I am going to recite two Bhagavad Gita shloka. First shloka from 9th chapter, 22nd shloka. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prarachati tadaham bhaktya uparitam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Whoever offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I accept it. Second shloka from second chapter, 41st shloka. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekihi gurunandana bahusha hi anantasya buddhayo avyavasayina. Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you. You have something else, Dhruvi?
Sir, can I
Or
just break my chart?
yeah, go ahead.
Sir, 1 minute. I'll
Yes, no problem. So I guess next you have sent me names. Okay. So next Manasvi is there. So Manasvi, you can be ready with your presentation after Bhumi, after
Yes,
Dhruvi,
sir.
and
Sir,
then we
I've
will
done
have Siddhima.
artworks.
Okay. Fine. Kartikeya and Uddhav, you also have are presenting something, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kartikeya and Uddhav.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so be ready. After Siddhima, your turn will come. Okay.
Sir, can I show now?
Yes, Dhruvi is back. Yes, Dhruvi.
Sir, this is the chart on the 4 types of yoga.
Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga with the drawings. Very good.
And the relationship, similarities, and differences between Bhagwan and Bhakta, and a quote on it.
Okay. The difference between Bhagwan and Bhakta, the activity we did. Very good. Okay. So we are, I guess we are done, right? So thank you, Dhruvi, right? So we'd like to clap and give a round of applause for Dhruvi as well for her efforts, for remembering the shloka and making the chart presentations, right? Thank you very much. Okay, next I'll go to Manasvi. I just spotlight you for everyone. Yes, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. I have done a few artworks which I would like to show about Krishna.
Yes.
So this is my first artwork.
Surrendering unto God is the purpose of life. Okay, good, wonderful. So we have Krishna, flute, and yes.
Yes. So my next artwork, actually I do quoting, so this is only about quote about Krishna.
Surrender unto Lord Krishna, be protected and get faithful realizations. Okay, so these are some quotations on Krishna. Yes, so
Yes.
both are on surrender.
Yes, sir. Lastly, as you have given the homework of Bhagwan and Bhakta, I couldn't get a chance to present, but now can I present that too?
Yes, definitely.
Sir, this is my first page on Bhagwan and Bhakta.
Okay, Bhagwan is God, the super soul, devotee, Bhakta is devotee or human beings.
Sir, this is my second page on Bhagwan and Bhakta.
Okay, relationship and examples. Good.
Yes, sir.
So share it with in the group as well.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Manasvi. A round of applause for Manasvi also for her efforts. right? Okay. So next, Siddhima, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you can go ahead.
Sir, first I made a drawing of Mirabai and this Mirabai used to always pray for Krishna, so she became a singer.
Yes. She used to sing bhajans, right? A lot of bhajans are there of
All
Mirabai. She's a great devotee. Hmm.
points.
Okay. Similarities, examples, and differences on Bhagwan and Bhakta. Good. Nice. So you have any something else, Siddhima?
Sir,
Okay. Good. So thank you, Siddhima, for your efforts and making the charts. Okay. So we will now move on to Uddhav. I can see Uddhav is here, ready. So I'll just spotlight him. Mm, you can
Sir,
start now,
actually, I
Uddhav.
want to, share my screen because I have made a presentation on types of figures.
Okay, okay. So you can also switch on your video, right?
Okay, sir.
I'm giving you sharing rights, right? So, okay. So now you have the rights. You can share the screen.
Okay, sir. One second, sir. So, can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming up, yet not visible. Now it's visible.
Sir, my video is switched on.
Yes.
One second, sir.
Yeah. It's loading. It will take some time. So it is on based on types of yogas, right? Hmm.
Types of figures.
Yes. So you can tell one point from each slide.
Sir, there is only one point in each.
Yes. Then
Karma Yoga.
you can tell that.
According to Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga is spiritual practice of selfless action performed for the benefit of others. Karma Yoga is a path to reach moksha or the spiritual liberation through work.
Next, go to next.
Gyan Yoga. Gyan Yoga is also known as Gyan Marga, is the way of gaining true knowledge of the self. It is the art of union with the divine through a pursuit of spiritual knowledge. A Gyan Yogi explores some very basic questions of life, such as who am I? and how I am related to the world as a whole.
Mhm.
Ashtanga Yoga. In chapter 5 of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna describes how to attain perfection by Nishkam Karma or work without expectation of return. In the sixth chapter, Krishna explains the process of Ashtanga Yoga or the meditation as means to control one's mind and senses.
Mm.
So actually, sir, I took help with my parents in Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is often called
That's good.
yoga of love or the path of devotion. Nubia Teixeira is a well-known Bhakti Yoga teacher and author of Yoga and Arts of Mudras. Uh, Teixeira describes the Bhagavad Bhakti Yoga path as different practices that supports one's heart to express love in any and many different devotional ways. It is the greatest of all yogas.
Wonderful. So very nicely summarized the whole types of yoga and what are the definitions of yoga. So wonderful. Thank you, uh, Udha, for your presentation. Okay. So you have something else to share?
No, sir.
Okay. So again, round of applause for Uddhav for making this presentation. Right. Thank you very much. Okay, we are now almost done. Only Kartiki is remaining, right? And then we'll move on to the last part, that is the quiz. So Kartike, you're ready with the presentation?
Yes, sir.
So, if possible, switch on your video. I'm going to spotlight you.
Sir,
Yes.
can I read one shloka from the Bhagavad Gita?
Yes, yes, you can read, no problem.
Okay. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Neva Kivlam Kalam Naste Eva Naste Eva Naste Eva Ketir and Anita. The meaning
Yes,
is,
read the meaning. Yeah.
in this age of quarrel, hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting holy name of the Lord. There is no way. There is no way. Other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way.
So this is a very famous sloka which tells about the importance of chanting Hare Krishna. So what is the sloka? Hare Nama eva kevalam kalau nasteva gatiranyatha. So three times it is said Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama. That means the name of Hari. Who is Hari? Lord Krishna. The name of Krishna, the name of Krishna, the name of Krishna. You know, uh, nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. So when you have to emphasize anything, you have to say it three times. Just like let's say you are sitting on a dining table and your roti is finished. You tell to mother, "Oh mother, mummy roti khatam ho gaya hai. Mother, give me a chapati." Then mother doesn't listen. Maybe she's working on something else. Then you again say, "Mother, give me chapati." Then again she doesn't hear. You say, "Mother, give me chapati, give me chapati, give me chapati." Like that. Have you ever said like that? So basically, why we say we want to emphasize on the point that now I want chapati anyway. Right? Similarly, here it is said that the name of Krishna, the name of Krishna, the name of Krishna is the only way to for deliverance in this deliverance from what? Deliverance from this material world, just like Vimal sir was telling, to get out of to pass in the exam of life and go to a spiritual world. The only way is the chanting of the Hare Krishna. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Right?
Sir,
The Bhakti Yoga is the road. Yes, Kartikeya.
I was doing one of the projects, but I left it at another house. So can I tell like Bhagwan and Bhakt? That was the first day homework, right?
Yes, yes.
I know the lines that I wrote.
So yeah, you can tell maybe 1-2 points from it
I'll
quickly.
tell. Ravana was a great bhakt of Lord Shiva before becoming a demon. He was also a very good builder. Could build a golden palace out of thin air. And sir, I wrote that.
Okay. So here that may be not the best example to give for Ravana because he's not the ideal bhakta that we want to follow. Anyone here we want to follow Ravan?
He was before. He was a great bhakt.
Yes, but he was see, bhakta means unalloyed devotion. But his bhakti was not for pleasing Lord Shiva. He wanted what? He wanted blessings from Lord Shiva so that he could become the most powerful. You know how the golden palace that Ravana you had in Lanka, it was not his. It was, it was Lord Shiva's. But actually, Ravana asked for that palace from Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva is so merciful that he mercifully gave it to Ravana. So the thing is, bhakti actually means, yes, bhakti actually means unalloyed devotion, just like Hanuman. Hanuman did bhakti of Rama. Did he ask for anything? No.
Sir,
Right? So we want to follow. Yeah, so we want no problem. That is why I was sharing with all of you. So examples like Prahlad or Hanuman or any other devotee like Bharat Maharaj or such examples are the ideal examples that we want to follow, right? Okay. So thank you, Kartike, for your wonderful chart present, wonderful shloka and your insights. So again, a round of applause for Kartike as well, right? So thank you all for your performances, right? At least we did some effort and it is very, very pleasing. You may not be feeling it, but it very, very pleasing to Krishna when he's seeing you all doing this, right? Yes, Kartike.
I didn't even know that shloka was an important one. I just chose it.
No, that is the most important shloka that we do, we generally follow, right? Okay, so now moving on to the quiz part. All of you are ready?
yes, sir.
So
Yes,
I'm really
sir.
sorry that
Yes.
it is getting little late. I hope that's okay for you that we go on to it. If anyone has any concerns, then they can let me know.
No, sir.
Okay, so then we'll move on. And here is the pin, and I'm going to share the link as well for all of you to join the quiz. Right? So I've shared in the chat, and I'm also going to share the pin for it. This is the www.kahoot.it and the game pin is I have pasted in the chat. You can use that to go and log in. So we have Siddhima, Manasvi, Uddhav, Vaishnavi, Bhumi, 5 of you. We want 2 more, Dhruvi and Karthike. Then we can get started. Dhruvi has also joined. So Manasvi and Manasvi's avatar looks the same. Both of them are having headphones. Okay. So who is remaining now? One person is remaining. Karthike.
Sir, I can't figure out how to join.
So you go to the link I have pasted in the chat. You
Okay.
will automatically be logged in. You have another device? Or you
Yes.
are using from laptop?
Yes.
Yes. So you can go to the link that I have pasted in the chat. Or another way is you go to the website www.kahoot.it, this website, and there you will be asked a game pin. So you in that section you put this game pin 8825704. We'll wait for you and then we'll start.
Sir, I've joined.
I can't see you yet. Try again. I think we cannot see you.
7,
Once you have joined, your name will be shown on the screen.
7, 0, 4. आप लोग
So go to, yes, you can go to www.kahoot.it and we can put the game pin. Yes, now we have Karthike. So we have all 7 of you, right? Anyone is left out? Do let me know before I start. I guess no. Now, all of you know the rules, right? Anyone here doesn't know the rule, how to play? The question will be shown on my screen and you will have options on your screen. Use those, see the question on my screen and answer accordingly on your screen. And as you give correct answers, you will get points. And also, people who answer
So the
faster, they will
question is
get more
also
points.
shown in our screen only. So on the top.
Yeah, it will depend on your web device. If you are logged in using a laptop, it will show. If you're using a phone, it may not be shown, right? Sometimes it is not shown. So that is why. Okay. So now I'm going to start now. All the best to everyone, right? Give your best and leave the rest to Krishna. The bell has rung, right? So 3, 2, 1, start. The first question is on the screen. Which Purana is Bhagavad Gita a part of? You have 4 options. You have to give options, see and give options answers. Gitopnishad, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so 4 of you give correct answer. The correct answer is Mahabharata,
Sir,
right?
actually, I had to click on Mahabharata, but sir, in a hurry, I by mistake clicked on Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, so be careful, right? Sometimes, hurry gives us worry, right? So don't hurry. Only take the name of Hari. Okay. Yes. So we got points, 4 of you who answered correctly. Right. And since Manasri was the fastest, she got the most points. Okay. We're going on to the next point. Next question. Who spoke Bhagavad Gita to whom? Now, think carefully and then answer. Krishna to Arjuna, Vedvyas to Ganesha, Sanjay to Dhritarashtra, all of the above. So the correct answer is all of the above. Anyone has any doubt in this?
Sir, Ved Vyasa to Ganesha, sir, I didn't know.
Yes, so Vedvyasa to Ganesha. How? Because who wrote Mahabharata? Mahabharata was written by whom? Vedvyas. And how it was written, there is a story that Vedvyas actually asked Ganeshji to write because Ganeshji is a very intelligent person and he can write very fastly. So,
Sir, he
so since
broke.
Mahabharata was a very long story, yes, Ruby?
Sir, he broke his tooth and wrote from his.
Yeah, there are many legends on that. Right. So then what happened? Vedvyas actually told Mahabharata to Ganesha, and Ganesha wrote, so Bhagavad Gita is a part of Mahabharata. So that means Vedvyas also told Mahabharata to Ganesha. Correct? That is the first one option. Then Sanjaya told to Dhritarashtra, that is already known because it is the first sloka is Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra Samveta Yutsava. Right? Mamka Pandava Sheva Kima Kura Sanjaya. So he is asking, Dhritarashtra is asking to Sanjaya, and actually Sanjaya is narrating all the pastimes of Mahabharata, sorry, the Kurukshetra war to Dhritarashtra. And within that also, Krishna told to Arjuna. So all of these three actually spoke Mahabharata to one another. It is just like a nesting, right? It is like a movie within a movie within a movie. Sometimes you see a dream within a dream within a dream. It's the same kind of thing. Okay, this is a good conceptual question, right? You can remember. Now, we'll move on to the next question. This is a true or false. Bhagavad Gita is a book only for Hindus. Good. So correct answers from everyone. That means you have understood that Bhagavad Gita is a life manual. It is not a religious book. Good. Next question. What is the basic qualification to understand Bhagavad Gita? This is a repeated question. Should know Sanskrit, should be very learned, should be born in a Brahmana family, should accept Krishna as Supreme God. Should accept Krishna as Supreme God. This was the topic of our first day discussion, right? Being learned is not important, right? Because if you understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you can just accept whatever he tells, and still you will get the benefits. You don't need to understand the whole science. Definitely, it's good to understand, but we should be ready to follow. Which one is incorrect? Be careful while answering. Krishna is present within every particle. Everything is existing within Krishna. Krishna is coming from Narayana. Krishna is the source of everything. So a tricky question. The Krishna coming from Narayana is incorrect because Krishna is actually the source of all the incarnations of all of the incarnates, right? There is a shloka I discussed. Ete chamsa kalapumsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So that says Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. And from him, Balramji comes, all the four Chaturbhu comes, Sankarshan Narayan, Sankarshan Pradyumna, Aniruddha Asudev. And then from him, Narayan, again, second layer of Sankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, and Vasudev come, and then from them, the Lord Narayan comes, right? So Krishna is basically one of the expansions of Krishna. Sorry, Narayana is one of the expansion of Krishna, not the opposite, right? So we're going to the next question. Which form of Lord Krishna was worshipped by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu primarily? Lord Ranganath, Lord Jagannath, Lord Badri Vishal, Udupi Krishna. So I discussed this in the first class. If you remember. Yes, so four correct answers. The correct answer is Lord Jagannath. So in Jagannath Puri, Lord Chaitanya used to reside. He lived there for 18 years, and he worshipped Lord Jagannath. Okay, next question. Which analogy is correct? Super soul is. Oh, sorry. This is a incorrect question. The question will be which analogy is incorrect. So you have to give which is not correct, right? Super soul is the hacker, substantial body is the operating system, soul is like the user, gross body is like the hardware. So again, I'm repeating, give answer which is incorrect, not correct. There is a typo in the question. Okay, so all of you answered correctly. Super soul is like the hacker, but super soul is like a guide, not the hacker. Okay. Now complete this shloka. Let's see who has remembered nicely. Dehino asmin yatha dash tatha dehantara prapte dhiras tatra namuyati. Jito ushna sukha dukkada balakam yoganam mrityum kaumaram yoganam jara, none of these. Oh, all of you answered correctly. Very nice. So this is Dehino asmin yatha dehe kaumaram yovanam zara tadehantara prapte dhiras tatra namuyati. Next. After death of body, what happens to the soul? Soul is also dead. Soul merges into super soul. Soul doesn't exist. Soul receives a new body. Soul receives a new body. Oh, okay. So only 6 answers. Someone dropped off.
Sir, the network was not, the question did not come in my lap.
Okay, Vaishnavi, you can check your internet. You can maybe refresh. Sometimes it happens due to internet issues. Don't worry, I'll just refresh it. Now, I'll go on to the next question, right? Let me know if the scoreboard is refreshing for you. Is it refreshing? Is it updating for you? Okay, let me move to the next question. Let's see. This is a true or false question. All of us were not existing when Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago. True or false? Were we there or not?
That was spoken 5,000 years ago.
Yes, Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago. So people who answered true, I told you that the soul is ever existing, right? It never ceased to be, right? The soul was always existing. It is existing. After many years also it will remain existing. The body only changes, right? The body only dies. The soul doesn't die, right? So this was the logic behind the question. Okay, next. So what is the difference between soul and super soul, Krishna? Super soul is all powerful, soul is not. Super soul is present everywhere, soul is not. Super soul is all knowing, soul is not. Or all of these. Okay, some of you answered only one. Actually, all are correct, right? I told you, right? Super soul is all powerful. That means omnipotent, omnipresent, all everywhere present, and all knowing, omniscient. So all of them were correct. Next question. What does yoga literally mean? What is the meaning of the word yoga? Bodily exercises, connecting to God, meditation, performing duty. Okay, connecting to gods. One person got incorrect, meditation to stay peaceful. And that was what I told in all the three classes, right? Yoga means, the meaning of yoga is to connect to God, right? Okay. What are the four types of yoga? Yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, jnana, karma, dhyana, stanga, karma, jnana, stanga, bhakti, all of these. Again, an easy question. What happened? Okay, two of you got incorrect. Why? That all are correct, right? We heard only four types of yoga: karma, jnana, astanga, and bhakti. So dhyana and astanga, which is the option B, are the same. There is no bhakti there, right? That means it is not correct. And yama, niyama, asana, and pranayam, they are not types of yoga. They are the four types of astanga yoga. Yoga are four types, and then again in Ashtanga Yoga, there are four stages of Ashtanga Yoga. So among that, there is Yam, Niyam, Asana, and Pranayam, right? The correct answer is Karma, Jnana, Ashtanga, and Bhakti. They are the four primary types of yoga. Okay. Next question. What is karma? Actions performed thinking I am body. Actions performed thinking I am soul. Any action performed, only regulated actions. Okay, so only one of you got correct. Actions performed thinking I am body.
Sir, it was me.
Good. So I told you karma means action performed in bodily concept of life, right? That means when you are thinking that we are the body and then you're performing action, then that is called karma. Otherwise, if you are thinking that I am the soul, then that is not karma, that is akarma. In today's class also, I think someone raised this point. Akarma means that is not karma. Karma and akarma are different things,
Sir, it
right?
was me.
When you're Yes, so when you are in spiritual consciousness, it is akarma, and and uh, so that is the best answer here is action performed thinking I am the body, that is karma. Okay, let's go on to the second last question now. What is not a benefit of yoga? See, not is there, right? So which is not a benefit of yoga that you have to answer. Makes us as powerful as God, makes us balanced or equipoised, makes our concentration one-pointed, saves us from dangers of going to hell. The correct answer is makes us as powerful as God. So we can never become equal to God, right? Whatever, no matter what we do, it is not possible for us to become as powerful as God, right? Because Jiva is always subordinate to the super soul, right? We are parts of Krishna. Just like a drop, can a drop become the ocean? Never, right? However much try to put water into it, it will never become an ocean. Ocean is always an ocean. right? Okay, the last question is going to come on the screen. So brace up. Which yoga is the best? Karma, Jnana, Stanga, Bhakti. Okay, one of you got karma. Why? We discussed it multiple times, right? Bhakti yoga is the topmost. All the yogas actually
Sir, I
culminate
have
into
also
bhakti.
written it in my sir PowerPoint PPT for the presentation.
Uddhav has also presented it, right? So we are done with our quiz, right? So let's see. We will move on to the results. So we have on the third position Uddhav, and on the second we have Dhruvi, and on the first position we have Manasvi. Wonderful. And on fourth we have Bhumi, and fifth we have Vaishnavi. So congratulations to all five of you. I'll just take a screenshot of it. You can all if you can take if you want, right? Okay. So actually, I'm very happy that all of you answered so nicely, right? So only one question was there. What is karma? That all of you actually, many of you got incorrect. Otherwise, all the other questions, you answered it nicely. So it's good. I'm surprised and amazed to see all of your uh, understanding of the subject, right? So all of you are now confident that you know Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good.
Yes, sir.
This should be the confidence, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have definitely learned. You have also proven yourself in the quiz by getting good marks. And definitely all of you performed good. I am happy with all of your performances, right? And keep it up and keep learning. This is not the end, right? This is just the beginning of your understanding, right? We have many things more to learn. Keep on learning, keep on reading, and keep on asking questions, right? At this time, I'll stop. Um, and the last activity that we want to do is, if anyone wants to share any feedback, especially we would ask the parents, and if the parents are present, they would like to share some of their feelings or some of their just simple words, how they felt that their kids were benefited, and what are their feedbacks. They can let us know before we end. Anyone would like to come on video and share? Kartikeyan, Uddhav, you are raising hand. You want to share something?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, you can also have a summer course on Mahabharata.
Pardon the question. What is the question?
Sir, you can also have sir summer course on Ramayana. Sorry, sir,
Oh,
Mahabharata.
okay. Summer course on Mahabharata. Okay, good idea. So, are you interested in the Mahabharata? How many of you are interested to learn? Okay, I can see 5 of you are interested to learn. So we will see in the
I am
coming
also
weeks.
Sir, I am also
Okay,
interested.
Kartikeya also and Siddhima. So good to see. So so I will see in June maybe we will be able to do it. right? Because May is already ending, right? So we'll see if possible. We will inform about if any such course is started. I will discuss with my team and Vimal sir, right? And but my only problem is that your vacations will be ending, isn't it?
So my
Many of your
vacations
vacations
are
would be
will
I
ending.
last
have
more
45
35
days
or 36
vacations.
days.
Okay,
Sir,
some
my
of you have more
vacation will
vacations.
be ended.
Okay, Vaishnavi's vacation would be ending. It's okay. We will inform the timings when it will be. You can see if possible to join, and you can join. But let me plan for it. Okay. Anything else that anyone wants to share?
Sir, can I say
Uddhav?
something?
Yes, Bhumi. Bhumi wants
Um,
to share. So I'll just spotlight Bhumi.
sir, I really liked your summer camp classes. It was really nice. I could not join your classes because there was a lot of homework, and then I had some tests, like class tests, so that's why. But I liked the classes, and now I know a little bit about Bhagavad Gita. And it
Oh,
was
so
fun
humble.
doing those quizzes and then winning, and then also about the activities you told us to do. I really like the summer camp.
Yes. Yes. So Bhumi was very enthusiastic in doing all the activities. She remembered all the shlokas and made all the charts. So it really shows that how she's blessed by such enthusiasm. So it's we have always, all of us have lot of enthusiasm, but where do we channel it? Where do we utilize it? Are we using it for good things or not so good things? Definitely we are seeing Bhumi is using it for good things, and we definitely pray to the lordships that they bless her and all of you for your being participating, for your participation in this, right? Definitely Krishna would be very happy with all of you, no doubt. So thank you, Bhumi, for your
Sir,
feedback.
can I say something?
Yes,
So,
Durvi. Let me highlight, spotlight you.
Yes, sir. Sir, in this summer course, in both Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita, I learned many things, like the difference between body and soul, how Bhakti Yoga is the best, and the activities were really wonderful, and I learned many new shlokas, and that was meaningful very. I loved to be a part of this class, and I'm very happy.
Yes, we are also very happy to have you, Durvi. Durvi is a regular participant of our Vidyashram, and she is also very sincere. She every day attends the sessions. So thank you very much, Durvi.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bye,
Anyone
sir.
else
Hare
would like to
Krishna.
share?
sir, may I say
Bye,
Okay,
sir. Hare Krishna.
Vaishnavi. Yeah, someone wants to drop, then yeah, feel free. Okay, Vaishnavi, go ahead.
I love this Bhagavad Gita session, and I also love this. I love those activities which you gave, and I learned many things in this session, and I loved it.
Yep, thank you. So Vaishnavi had attended our winter camp as well, right? Last year. So Vaishnavi had attended our winter camp also last year, and she's also very enthusiastic in doing all the activities and always smiling and yes, thank you, Vaishnavi, for being a part of it
Thank you,
and for
sir.
your feedback. Thank you very much. Anyway, I think everyone is done now. So thank you all for joining in and being a part of it. There will be other coming courses also if there are. Definitely there will be. We'll be announcing it in the WhatsApp group. So stay tuned and see you again. Okay. Thank you, Dhruvi, Vaishnavi, Bhumi, Uddhav. Right? Can wrap
Thank you,
up
sir.
now. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Bye,
Krishna.
sir.
sir.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna, sir.
everyone.
Hare Krishna, sir.